Even though we don't like certain trends in culture, the fact is that you can't force righteousness, you can't force the worship of the true God. He's only looking for worship that is born out of a heart of voluntary love, not force.
And when we read the book of Revelation, we see very clearly that there's really going to be a line of demarcation between those who follow God and those who don't. It says in Revelation chapter 14, verse 12, "Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus."
And it's appealing in this last day warning message to the world in Revelation 14, 6 to 12. It's appealing to the whole world. Take into account the creator of the universe. He could make everything. He's got supreme power. Don't worry about this earthly power that claims allegiance, and Satan is behind it. Because God is the one who's really in control. Follow His teaching, His law of love, and have obedience to it. His law of love is the strongest power in the universe, and He's behind it, and He's holding everyone accountable.
Also, Revelation chapter 12 and verse 17, "And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus." And so these last day people that Satan is making absolute war with is actually a group of people that are clinging tenaciously to the law of God, to the commandments of God.
So we will see in the world very, very strong coercive, manipulative, deceptive drives and moves to get us to violate God's law in a number of ways.
And so all throughout this prophecy here in Revelation 12, 13, and 14, we find the significance and the centrality of the law of God and the commandments of God to His people, to God's people at the end of time. And so to me, this is a powerful prophecy that suggests that the law at the end of time will not diminish in significance, but will actually be seen to increase in significance, and that God's people will cling to it. They will insist upon it, even though there are overtures from this anti-Christian conglomerate that are seeking to make war against God and make war against His law.
And yet, God says, don't pay attention to that. You don't have to. I'll take care of you. Everything will be okay. And you'll be with me, enjoying my law of love for all eternity.
The people of God are shown in Revelation as clinging tenaciously and emphatically and resolutely to God's holy law.
You know what's really incredible about Bible prophecy is how it brings the whole world to two groups. And it does it through a prediction or understanding of economics. But in the end, there's not going to be 3 or 4 or 5 or a dozen different factions. There's going to be two basic religious followers.
At the end of time, when God is about to come, there are, according to the Bible, going to be only two groups of people. There's going to be the just and the unjust, the righteous and the wicked.
One is going to worship the beast, his image, and the dragon, Revelation 13. And the other, the smaller group, the remnant, is going to keep the commandments of God, is going to worship God who made heaven and earth and the seas and the fountains of waters, is going to follow the Lamb wherever He goes. Every one of us is either going to be in the one group or the other.